Good Saturday morning. I'm KHOU meteorologist Chris Ramirez. We are starting off with a very chilly morning here. Not really chilly, but pretty chilly. Well, you need a light jacket heading out the door this morning as a cold front has swept through southeast Texas last night. We are expecting it to be only topping out in the 50s for this afternoon. So here's a look at downtown Houston. We're starting off with our temperatures becoming chilly, lasting at least through much of this weekend. And our nights or mornings are also going to remain chilly as we head into the start of next week. So gradual warming is expected as we head into next week, but our overnight lows are going to remain mostly just cold, dropping into the 40s as we head into those morning and evening hours. And so here's the current temps right now across Texas. They are dealing with some below freezing temps, especially out in the Panhandle and portions of West Central Texas. We're going to still see those temps fall just a bit here across the Houston area. I think we're going to still remain in the 50s for much of the day. But as you take a look outside right now, we are at 55 degrees at Bush Airport, Conroe 52, Tomball 53. We're seeing low 40s out in College Station, Brenham 45, Columbus 48 degrees. 62 in Galveston. Winds are at around 26, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. If you have any loved ones running in that 5K race today, it's going to be a little chilly. It's not too bad out there, but I think the wind speeds are going to cause a little bit of some issues there, especially out in downtown as we are seeing some extremely windy conditions here across the Houston area. And so winds are expected to still remain breezy for much of the day, all thanks to this cold front that is still bringing in that surge of cooler air. So winds are going to continue to gust between 25, 30 miles an hour. It's not going to really be until tonight where we'll start seeing those winds die down a bit out of the north between 11 and 13 miles an hour. So expecting calmer conditions for tomorrow. So here's a look at your hourly planner. Temperatures are going to remain in the mid 50s for much of the morning. We will see it attempt to get to around 60 degrees, but I think we're going to struggle to make it out of the 50s for this afternoon, especially into the overnight hours for us here across the area. If for the folks running the Houston Marathon for tomorrow, we are expecting it to be a little bit chilly, more colder than what we're seeing right now with overnight lows dropping into the 40s. We will be in the upper 40s by tomorrow morning. We will have partly cloudy skies. Wind speeds are not going to be a factor tomorrow, only out of the north between 10 and 12 miles an hour. So we are expecting some calmer conditions for tomorrow, but feels like temps could be in the lower 40s. It's not going to be until at least 10 a.m. where we'll see temps get up to about 52 degrees, eventually 57 degrees as we get closer towards the noon hour. So radar right now is looking mostly quiet. Most of that storm activity that took place last night is well off to the east of us. You're able to see just offshore over just portions of Louisiana. They're still dealing with the effects of this cold front with those storms moving into that region. But if we take a look further east, they are dealing with some severe weather out portions of the deep south across Mississippi and Alabama, with severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for portions of Alabama, as well as some flood warnings. And so you're able to see this big complex of system that's currently just draped across portions of the south. That's that cold front that's stretching as far north as Kentucky and portions of West Virginia. But for the most part, we are in the clear when it comes to rain chances. We're going to be mostly quiet for us as we head into this afternoon, and we are going to continue to be that way at least through much of the week. We're not expecting much in the terms of rain chances as we head into the next 7 days. So as we look at our next week outlook, we're going to see high pressure build on in, and that's going to keep us mostly quiet and just occasional cloud cover. You might see a few showers in the southern half of the state, but we're going to see a gradual warming take place at least through the end of the work week. So definitely keep that in mind that we may even be able to lose those jackets by the middle of next week. So definitely expecting today's highs to top out in the 50s, 58 for downtown, 58 for Tomball, Jersey Village, 58 degrees, upper 50s for Galveston. So breezy and chilly conditions are expected, with winds continue to gust up to around maybe, let's say, 25 and 30 miles an hour. And the good news is that we're not expecting anything in terms of the rain chances for the rest of today. We're going to be in the clear when it comes to that rain chance. As we time out the temperatures for the next 24 to 48 hours. We're going to be in the 50s for today, but tonight we're going to see temperatures drop into the lower 40s across the area. So we're still going to continue to see that surge of colder air move on in and bringing back some of those cooler temperatures, especially for Sunday morning. And then eventually tomorrow afternoon, we will see those temps get up to about in the 60s once again as we head into the afternoon hours. So 2:30, 3 o'clock, we might see some upper 50 degree temperatures, but you're going to need those jackets if you are heading out the door, or if you are a spectator for the Houston Marathon that's happening in the early morning hours here across the Houston area. No rain chances expected, but this is the latest drought index that was released, and we are starting to see severe drought starting to spread across portions of southern Harris County and portions of South Houston. So this definitely is really just a sign that we do need the rain, and any rain that we could get is going to be well needed. And we got a lot of rain last night. We had some gusty storms. We didn't have any severe storms. Actually, we did have one severe storm. We had a severe storm out near Atascocita out east last night, but no reports of damages or anything. I know that we had some gusty conditions with those storms, but for the most part, things have been mostly quiet after the storms went through with the arrival of this cold front and the falling temperatures. So here's a look at your weather story once again. If you're just now joining me on KHOU 11+, chilly temps returning for us here across Houston for today. Nights and mornings are going to remain chilly. You're going to need those jackets heading out the door for the rest of the weekend and into the start of next week. I think for most of next week, you're going to need those jackets heading out the door. And but we will see some gradual warming take place as we head into next Monday and into Tuesday. Temps are falling across Texas. We're already starting to see lower 40s out in central Texas, and we will see the temps drop maybe a couple of degrees still here across Houston as we progress through the rest of our morning. So current temps right now, mid 50s, upper 50s for Hobby, 62 right now in Galveston, but wind speeds are pretty breezy out there, gusting out of the north between 26 and 30 miles an hour. And if you are in downtown Houston or planning to head out to downtown Houston for those races, make sure to be on the lookout for higher wind speeds, because if you're in downtown, the wind funnels in between those buildings, and that really does give us a higher wind gust out in downtown Houston when it comes to breezy conditions here across southeast Texas. So gusts are going to continue to be still strong at least through much of the day. It's not going to really be until tonight and tomorrow morning where the wind speeds will start weakening, but we are expecting those temps to remain in the 50s. A rather chilly outlook as we go into later on this afternoon, so keep that in mind as well, that we are expecting to see mostly calm conditions for us here across the Houston area for us as we go into the next few days. As far as your 7-day forecast, expect us to be mostly cold for today. We are expecting to see those conditions be a little bit on the cooler side as we head into tomorrow morning, but we are expecting those temperatures to once again become a little bit on the warmer side as we head into much of the week. So lows in the 40s, highs in the 50s and 60s. Not really expecting any rain chances for the next 7 days, but other than that, we are expecting those temperatures to remain mostly mild here across the Houston area. And this is how it's supposed to feel like in January here across Houston, especially as we see those temperatures that are going to be in the lower 60s. And that's all I have for you. This is our forecast for KHOU 11+. Make sure to tune in later on this morning at 9 a.m. Myself, along with anchor Trace and Bragg, will have the latest news and weather headlines in just about under an hour. Have a good rest of your morning.